Hey there YouTube, Skills1985 here, welcome you to part 2 of Hearthstone versus World of Warcraft TCG. This is the series where I'm going to compare the Hearthstone cards to where they pretty much originated from in the World of Warcraft TCG. If you've missed the first episode, it's in the description, and I'm going to jump straight into this with Divine Favor. Now, the only thing that this shares is the name Divine Favor. So, obviously the Hearthstone card is draw cards, you have as many cards in your opponent's hand, a 3 mana for Paladin. The Divine Favor of old was a 5 mana ongoing ability where you tapped it and revealed the top X cards of your deck and then healed X from a target hero or ally. So it was quite nice to you had to just remove the top cards of your deck though, so it was just like, it wasn't probably the most efficient card in the world. But then saying that, Divine Favor had its downfalls as well when you just got a clogged hand or your opponent's got no cards. So up next we have the Eaglehorn Bow and Striker's Mark. So Striker's Mark of old is your melee weapons have +1 attack, and then when Striker's Mark, it has long range in combat when attacked. So that would mean it would have the immunity of the big hunter bow, which I can't think of its name right now. So if it attacked into a minion, you wouldn't take the damage back. And it had the two attack back, the 1 attack, and it was for rogue, hunter, and warrior. And obviously we know the Eaglehorn Bow from Hearthstone, the 3 for a 3/2 whenever a friendly secret's revealed against the 1 durability. Up next we have the Grimscale Oracle and Globber. So Globber was a massive Murloc in the WoW TCG, a 6 for a 5/6. When Globber attacks, search your deck for a Murloc, reveal it, and put it in your hand. I think we need something like this in Hearthstone. We need a Murloc that when it attacks, you get a Murloc from your deck to your hand. That would be really nice. And then when another Murloc or Globber is destroyed, they destroy an ally of theirs. It's pretty nice. It was just the Murloc deck in the WoW TCG, and also Hearthstone relies a bit on a quicker game. If you're going to play a big Murloc in this game, it's going to be Murloc Knight, and that's obviously for a reason. And obviously the Grimscale Oracle, the 1 for a 1/1, all Murlocs gain the +1 attack. But I think Globber is the effect we need. We need an effect like that in Hearthstone. Now we have Illidan Stormrage. Now, Illidan was a very interesting one in the WoW TCG. It was an 11 cost, but again, I explained in the last video that you don't cap out 10 mana in this game. You can have as many resources as you played. But this became your hero. So obviously had 5 attack, then you had 35 health, and then at the start of your turn, you put a traitor ally from your collection into play. Now your collection in friendlies was any card you owned. I think in tournament play it was just your sideboard. Again, we don't have a sideboard in Hearthstone, and the Hearthstone Illidan obviously really 6 for a 7/5. Whenever you play a card, you get a 2/1 flame, which it gets a card that sees play, and it's a card that's terrifying when it gets going. But I really liked the Illidan idea when this was a few sets in. This was like the 4th raid deck, and when you got traitor heroes and the fact that you could change your hero, then it was brilliant. I loved that era of the game. Now we have Mirror Image and Mirror Image. In the WoW TCG, it's the 2 mana, but you put 3/0/1 arcane tokens into play. And then obviously the one of Hearthstone, the 1 mana, put 2/0 taunts into play. 0/0 taunts, 0/2 taunts into play. Which, yeah, it sees a lot of play in the Tempo Mage. I don't recall Mirror Image seeing much play in the WoW TCG. But up next we have Neptulon. Now, noticing that Neptulon had 2 artworks in WoW, which I didn't realise. So first, Neptulon with the same art as Hearthstone, the 10 mana it's a 3/38. Again, it's a master hero. It's fire resistant, which is weird because he's ice, but he can't be hit by fire. He's also got 3 attack, and he's got 38 health. And then allies that exhausted have +1/+1. That's pretty good. And then the Neptulon, the Tidehunter. Water elementals have elusive, means you can't attack them. And at the start of your turn, you can put a 2/1 elemental into play. Then exhaust an elemental to deal 2 damage to target hero or ally. A 7 for a 6/5. Very interesting. I think I might have stopped playing the game when the Neptulon became the master hero, because I never remember that actually being a thing. I remember using the Neptulon Tidehunter though. Up next we have Polymorph. So classic card from World of Warcraft, WoW TCG. On the WoW TCG side, it was a 2 mana, not 4 mana, and you attach it to an ally and it became a sheep. But the problem, I think, with the WoW is it could be removed by abilities and things like that. Obviously, Polymorph to transform you into a sheep, and then you're not going to come back from that. Take that, Cthulhu. Up next, we have Redemption. Again, a bit of a different cost, pretty much exactly the same effect. So obviously, the secret for Hearthstone, whenever a minion dies, comes back with 1 health. The Redemption was you put an ally from your graveyard into play that's less equal to the resources you have, and then you drew a card. So it's a nice way late game to bring back something big, and it replaced itself. Redemption saw a lot of play in the later days of World of Warcraft. We have Shadowbolt. Shadowbolt's still 3 mana, but the YTCG version just did 3 damage to target hero or ally, so it's not just the minion. And if a minion was destroyed that way, the opponent discarded a card. But Shadowbolt's just a 3, just does 4 damage to a minion, helps you clear those pesky early Cthulhu minions. So we have a ridiculous card change here. So obviously we have the shield block for Hearthstone, which is obviously game 5 mana, draw a card. And then that in the WoW TCG was Last Stand, an instant ability. You had to be a protection hero. Ongoing, your hero gain plus 20 health. At the start of your turn, discard 2 cards or destroy Last Stand. So you either, obviously you're about to die and you just played this and you were alive. Or you just played it. You either played it early in the game where you could just try and win like a slower game, or you played it really late and just hope and pray that you can discard the cards, keep you alive, and then your weapons get you through the rest. But it was a nuts card, and I think it was more gimmicky than anything else. We have Spiteful Smith and then Crown of Destruction. Completely different card, just the same artwork. Again, it's nice to see a bit more of a full art picture of the Spiteful Smith. So Spiteful Smith, also the 5 for a 4/6, enrage, a weapon gets +2 attack. And then the Crown of Destruction with its 1 armor for hunters, paladins, shamans, and warriors. At the end of each player's turn, that player destroys 1 ability, ally, or equipment. It was pretty nice. I think it was overcosted for the 1 armor you receive for it, and there were just better options for those decks. And that is going to wrap up part 2 of this WoW TCG versus Hearthstone. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys for part 3. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.